started. Everybody said this is a live event. I've muted everybody as of right now. If you guys have questions, I am going to take some time tonight. 7:03. Okay, I am going to take some time tonight to do Q&A. So we will do that at the very end. Okay, I'll stop the recording and we will do some Q&A tonight.
Started, everybody.
Okay,
So this is a
perfect. Muted. Wonderful. All right, let's dive in. Nicole, it's all you now. If you could watch the waiting room for me, that would be fantastic. And we'll get started from there. So let me check. Let me pull the chat just one more second. Okay. All right. Let me just say, yes, got your GLP-3. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. Okay, guys, I'm really excited that you guys are sharing that. Okie doke. Because we're going to take some testimonials later and it's going to be fantastic. Okay. Boop, boop. Let me get this started. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit more about Three tonight, a little bit more about myself, and let me just get this going here. Okay. Alrighty. Okie dokie. So, I know for some of you guys, this isn't your first time here. Some of you guys, it is your first time. If it is your first time here, you can raise your hand. And then, like I said before, I know I'm kind of doing some housekeeping right now. We are going to dive in and I will do some Q&A afterwards. All right, I'm going to share my slides. Can everyone see those okay? Yes? Okay, awesome. Asia is here for the first time. Thank you for saying so. Hyacinth is here for the first time. You guys, awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Brooke with 3. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You guys, this is awesome. All right, so we're going to talk about experiencing life at 3, where wellness meets freedom. And tonight we're going to cover a little bit about me and the company and the products that changed my health and how we earn income without inventory or pressure and what to do next if something clicks for you. So, oh, there we go. All right. Like I said before, I know you can't see this. I should have renamed myself in advance. My name is Adrienne Carbonell. I am from Austin, Texas. I've been full-time in this profession for 17 years. I'm very proud of that. I started out in this profession as a, well, for lack of taking too much time, sort of a tired, broke, working 2 jobs, personal trainer, outside sales, single mom. And I was tired. I was exhausted. I was tapped out. I'll put it that way. At that point in my life, I was really tapped out. I didn't know kind of where I was headed or what I was going to do. It was just like enough for me to sort of keep my head above water. Yes, I always had a passion for helping people on the health and wellness side because I loved being a personal trainer. I loved coaching people to get in the best shape of their life, to work out, feel great, eat right. I loved all of that, but it got to the point where I was so burned out with doing 2 things at once, plus trying to be a single mom, that I literally couldn't even stand the smell of the rubber mats in the gym. That's how much I wanted to change my life. And maybe some of you guys are on here tonight because you're like, you know what? I'm tapped out too, Adrienne. You know what? I can't work harder than I'm working. There's not enough hours in the day, right? And I know that there's still a month left at the end of the month. So that's where I was at. So here's what I want you to know. I said yes to something that felt like a wild card. It felt like I was taking a risk. I said yes to a friend of mine that invited me on to a presentation that was very much like this. And I sat in that room, kind of arms folded, and I was like, I don't know if this is for me or not. You know, it was just like, I can't. I almost started getting a little teary-eyed because I was like, as much as I would love to do something different, it's not in the cards for me. I'm just going to have to stay like I am. And my friend and my neighbor came over and he put his arm around me and he said, Adrienne, I know you have a lot going on, but I really think if you did this very part-time in the pockets of your life, you might be able to make some additional income and help people in the process because it's health and wellness and it's helping people win. And I know that's what your passion truly is. And yes, my friends, that is my passion. People laugh at me all the time because I always say, I just want people to be happier and healthier. And they're like, what? That's a little broad, but it's true. I just want people to be happier and healthier. So I dove in, went to a large event, started plugging in. Next thing I know, I was earning a couple $1,000 a month, around 6,000 a month. From the 6,000 went to 12 to becoming a multiple 7-figure earner. And I'm very, very grateful for that. I took a perceived risk and it paid off. And I can't say that happens for everybody. It's like real estate. Some people go in and they do really well, and some people, never sell one house. It's up to you, right? But I was excited because at the end of the day, I knew that I was helping people get happier and healthier, and that people were enjoying the products and it was making a difference in their life. Now, looking back, when I'm not standing on a stage speaking, I'm on a Zoom call. I've done thousands of Zooms in my day and age. I have literally been on Zooms left and right with the new launch of this GLP-3 product, to the point where I'm like, I need eye drops in my eyes. I've done so many Zoom calls today. When I'm not doing that, you can find me hiking in Moab or on a mountain somewhere, or mountain biking. When I'm not doing that, I'm definitely with my daughters. These are my two beautiful daughters. One of them's at Texas Tech and the other one's at Schreiner University. One of them studying public relations. The other one's going into nursing. And the one that's going into nursing got so excited about this newest product that we have, this GLP-3, that she's decided to partner with me and start sharing with her friends and her network. And I'm like, I cried. It was so exciting to see her partner with me in business after 17 years. So hopefully I was a good enough example that she wanted to do that. That's what I'm telling myself. But about three, okay, and being here, I was fortunate enough to be sitting in a room with about 40 people 2.5 years ago now. And I sat in this room. I was invited as a top industry leader, and I was sitting in there and I was watching Daniel Piku, who's our founder and CEO, put together Three International before it even had a name, before we even had a process, before we even had a comp plan. Okay. And he brought in Dr. Dan Gubler, who's our chief scientific officer, and said, I'm going to develop these products and I think you're going to really enjoy them and appreciate them. I specialize in cellular absorption technologies. And I sat back in that room and I was like, I'd have to make a significant change. Not only would I have to leave the current company I'm in, and I'd have to leave all that money on the table, but I have to start over. And it was very scary. But what I realized is if I didn't, I was going to have serious FOMO. Because what Piku was putting together, I knew he had a heart of gold. I knew his goal was to change lives. And I knew that he wanted to, again, like he's saying right here, through better health and life-changing opportunities, he wanted to create a community that's built on purpose, impact, and collective good. We're called Three. Mind, body, soul, right? Or people, purpose, platform, right? And that is what we have focused on since day one. And I couldn't let that go. I was like, Three, this is amazing. I've got to help out. I've got to be a part of this. And then Dr. Dan started sharing his formulations and I was like, oh my gosh, he is incredible. And I knew him prior because he is a health influencer. You can find him online. He's an organic chemist. He's Caltech trained. He has 16 patents. He's a formulator, a nutritionist. He's had 18 years of experience. And after being 20 years as a personal trainer, I've used a lot of supplements, my friends. I've promoted a lot of supplements. I've been paid millions of dollars to promote other supplements. And I have never found anything this absorbable. So I am very grateful to have said yes to this. We're very grateful to have Dr. Dan Gubler being our chief scientific officer and always pushing the limits on being able to make sure that, honestly, for lack of better words, that we're not just like buying a ton of products and getting expensive urine, that they're actually absorbing. Okay, so that's what he does. So why Three? Never before have we had quite the product timing and management and the compensation and system aligned so perfectly is what I'm trying to tell you. And we are a science-backed company. Our formulas are developed with cellular absorption delivery technologies, which we call ADT, Advanced Delivery Technologies. And that's significant because it means that the products are actually getting into the cell and into the body and making a difference in your everyday life. Why would you do something if it didn't, right? And then of course the ground floor timing, which is exciting. We've only been in business. We'll have our third birthday on May 23rd, 2026. We've already done a little over 200 million in revenue. We did that in the first 18 months. We're not going anywhere, but I am on a mission. We're in 14 countries and we did 200 million across the globe. Okay, that means that's pretty good for 2.5 years in, right? So what I'm excited about is I want the North America market. I want the US and Canada to be a $200 million market. That's what I'm after right now. That's my goal. And so I can't do that without every single one of you hopefully seeing value in what I share tonight as far as the product line. And also, if you decide to share, we will pay you. So we're going to dive slightly into our science and technology. There's definitely videos we can send you, and we can send you the case studies. The person that invited you on here can share that with you. But what I want you to know is that we are accredited at the highest level of excellence. We are listed in something called the PDR, the Prescriber's Digital Reference. It's the most reputable and commonly used source of pharma and nutraceutical products and prescription drug information to date. It is pretty exciting to be a part of that. We are proprietary cellular absorption technologies, which means that Dr. Dan is taking any nutrient, he's using the right delivery modality. So most companies in their products will use one, maybe two delivery modalities. They might use enzymes or probiotics. We use enzymes, probiotics, liposomes, adjuvants, micelles. You guys, we use a lot of different delivery modalities for the right nutrient to be absorbed. And so that's what the proprietary cellular absorption technology is. And then we are manufactured in the US. We're Good Manufacturing Practice certified, ASI, which is pretty similar to just really high standards. We're FDA compliant. We do have quality analysis, quality control, and third-party testing. and we are formulated by Three. We're not white labeled in any way, shape, or form, which means white label is like when you purchase a product off Amazon and it says it's got 1,000 IU of whatever in it, da da da. The thing is that when it's white labeled or it's done from a generic manufacturing plant, they don't have to guarantee that that nutrient is in there in those quantities. That's called white labeling. Most products are white labeled. 88% of nutritional supplements are white labeled. We are not. That's a pretty big deal. And then we have clinical studies like our cellular absorption showing how at the low end, our products absorb up to 36% higher into the body than the average supplement, and all the way up to 95% without needing an IV drip. So I actually onboard a lot of IV drip therapy centers because they know that that's only going to go for about, they'll assimilate it within 72 hours, get rid of it in a week. And so what are they going to do in between? They need good, high quality products. We are also an epigenetics company, which I'm not going to go into all that. Somebody can send that to you, but it's the study of gene function. You guys are DNA. You are made up of genes. And, we talk about things like high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes and, Parkinson's, things that you could be predisposed to. And what we're finding through science and technology is that you actually can change gene expression for the better. You can turn them on and turn them down, or turn them up and turn them down like a dimmer on a light switch. And it can change gene expression for the better, meaning longevity. And that's what our products also do. Very exciting study. Obviously, with science like that, we're attracting a lot of high quality professionals and scientists and people who get excited about high quality products. This is our scientific advisory board. These are people that are really setting the vision. They're trusted, they're proven, they're purpose driven. And every single one of these medical professionals was on a call, like you're on a call right now. Somebody presented Three to them. They got excited. They ordered products, put them in their body, started sharing them with their patients and clients, and said, these are really good. How can I help? So this is a pro bono board of scientists and doctors. They are not paid to sit on this board. They volunteer their time because they do love Three, and they're here to push the mission of Three forward and help make it a household name. All right, we're going to talk about our GLP-3. This is our newest product. I know a lot of you guys are on here tonight because you're like, I need to know more. I need to understand this product better. I need to understand, is this a GLP-1? No, it's not. It is not a shot. It is a dropper. And it is a product that comes in. It's a peptide boost complex, an MBC, metabolic boost complex. It's called 267. It's patented by Dr. Dan. And it comes in and it does very similar to GLP-1 things without all of the side effects. So yes, it obliterates food cravings. It helps you drop pounds and inches, but also more importantly, it helps you drop lean muscle mass. I'm sorry, hold on, not drop. Hold on to lean muscle mass. As a personal trainer, it's really important that I make that distinction for you, because one of the reasons why I am not a fan, and this is my personal opinion, I'm not a fan of regular GLP-1 medicines, it's a medicine, the shot or the pill, is because it does dip into lean muscle mass. And I think we're gonna look back and 10, 20 years from now and be like, what were we thinking? Because people are not gonna age well. The key to aging is holding on to your lean muscle mass. And I was just on a phone with an MD yesterday talking about how they do promote GLP-1 medicines for weight loss, for better heart health, to try to balance out the hormones, all that stuff, right? And they're like, oh, well, I do a little bit of it here and there. But what I'm noticing is that people are losing 40% of their lean muscle mass every 3 months they stay on it. Is that helpful? No, it's not. That is not a good plan for success long term. So, but let's talk about this. This is Mother Nature's GLP-1. All right. This is what this is. It's an all natural injectable free solution designed to support weight loss, curb cravings, and support healthy muscle mass. It delivers benefits that people want with GLP-1 without synthetic ingredients or harsh side effects. So yes, it curbs food cravings. It comes in, it's designed to help you feel fuller longer. You can watch a Dr. Dan video on it. Basically, the peptide adheres to the gene, and what it does is it tells your body to stop producing so much ghrelin, which basically is your hunger hormone in your body. So it supports healthy weight management, and this isn't a fad. It's a way to support your weight management goals without extreme dieting. Okay. It does support the healthy lean muscle mass. Like I said, it actually in some cases can decrease body fat and improve muscle tone, which is what I have seen so far. I've only been on it for about 8 days. I'm already down 4 pounds. I'm exercising with it still. And I've got to tell you my personal experience. I will be transparent. I did try a GLP-1 shot for about 6 months because I was going to lose some weight before a procedure. And they said, oh, just do that. It'll really help you, lose 10 pounds real quickly. Never in my life was I more sick. I was nauseous, vomiting, diarrhea. It was awful. Every time I ate, I felt like I was going to throw up, and sometimes I did. And I think that's what's happening here. That's why it's helping people lose weight, because it's doing that. It literally slows down the digestive system, and it literally can shut down the villi in the digestive tract. So I've been talking to a lot of people who had my similar experience, and yes, they lost some weight, but they had some very severe reactions. And not to go into total intensity about this, but I mean, I'm talking people landing in the ER because it stopped digestion. I'm talking about, I just heard a girl had, two of them had their gallbladders removed because it dumped so much fat, their gallbladder couldn't process it. There was 8 people with compromised liver panels while they're on it. There's a better way, and it's called GLP-3. Okay, so I can tell you from my own personal experience, the way that I feel on GLP-3 in a week, I am not sick. I am not nauseous. I am down 4 pounds. I worked out without feeling like I was going to pass out today. It's reducing inflammation. My fingers and my joints feel better. I cannot wait for all of you guys to try this. But I'll just keep going a little bit. So again, most GLPs accompany GI distress, nausea, and muscle mass. We do not. We are full of powerful peptides. GLP-3 contains patented all-natural peptide complexes. That's what the MBC is. It's discovered in salmon living deep in the pristine waters of the Norwegian Sea, as well as mushrooms and ginsenoscides, which is ginseng from ginseng. You guys, it is so powerful. It is one of my favorite products, and I feel like this is a game changer. I know we're going to look back on this moment in 3, and there's going to be people who said yes, who had life-changing transformations without harsh side effects. There's going to be people who said yes that start sharing that story naturally with other people. It's just going to come out organic because people are going to say, what happened to you? And they're going to say, let me tell you what happened to me. And more importantly, let me send you a link so you can get your own. And there's going to be people who make more money than they ever have in their side hustle doing GLP-3. And I'm so here for it. Like, I'm here for it because I, of course, want everybody to win. I told you my story. I certainly could have stayed a victim working 2 jobs, or I could have worked a little bit on the side to change my situation. Not everybody wants to, but I did. I was hungry to change, and I've made a lot of money, and I've helped a lot of other people make a lot of money. And my goal is that as we launch this GLP-3 forward, that I can help you do the same for those that really want to take this opportunity and take it to the next level. All right, hopefully you guys are still with me on that. We're moving forward. We also have the Simple 6. The Simple 6 is the foundational wellness that we offer. This is daily wellness. It's your everyday essentials. We have a multivitamin called Vitalite, which has 72 organic trace minerals and amino acids in there, 100 million live probiotic, digestive enzymes. I can't go a day without Vitalite. That rhymed. But it's so true. I've had girlfriends who've just taken the multivitamin at lunchtime and lost 7 pounds. Because it also, in the epigenetic study, it shows when you do 1 packet of Vitalite a day, it also naturally stimulates GLP in the body for you to stabilize blood sugar levels and regulate. And it's a beautiful product. And most people, we eat this much food in our day and we get this much nutrition, this much food, this much nutrition, this much food, this much nutrition. And then we wonder why we're tired and we're sick and we're exhausted all the time. You've got to have a base for nutrition. So that's what the multivitamin does. It's a very beautiful product. It's only $72 or $75 for members. And I look at that and I'm like, 100 million live probiotic in it. If I sent you to Whole Foods right now, it would cost you at least $40 just for the 100 million live probiotic. And we're giving you all of that in that 30-day supply. Come on. All right. Let's talk about Eternal. Who wants to live forever? No, I'm kidding. All right. You're like, with how much money and in what quality of health? I know you. Okay. All right. So listen, we want to live long, healthy lives. It would behoove you to get a high amount of probiotics and I'm sorry, not probiotics, polyphenols and antioxidants, because that helps improve better cell-to-cell communication in the body. And so we're cellular, right? We're made up of lots of little cells. So I love this because some of you guys are like on these like berry bowl kicks and acai berry bowls and trying to get all these polyphenols and resveratrol and glutathione. There's 200 milligrams of resveratrol in this product. And it's liposomal and it's got glutathione, which is the mother antioxidant. You take 1 to 2 packets a day of Eternal and you're gonna have glowing skin and glowing cells because it helps with mitochondrial function. Plus the CoQ10 in there is good for heart health. Anybody know somebody who struggles with heart health? 1 to 2 Eternal a day. I'm absolutely obsessed with this product. It tastes like a little juice box. Kids can have it. It's so pure and to the earth, a 3-year-old can start on it. But it's like the equivalent of having had 40 acai berry bowls in one without all the sugar. And it's just the antioxidant benefit. Who wouldn't want that? I have women who put it over their salad. I have women who put it in their yogurt or over ice cream. I don't care. Get it in. Okay. It's just a beautiful product. All right. Let's talk collagen for a second. If you've ever taken a collagen product, you can put it in the chat. Be like, yes, I have. I know you have. It got really hyped up and it makes sense. 73% of your tissues are made of collagen. We lose 1% production every year after the age of 30. So that's why they want you on a good collagen supplement. Makes sense. But this collagen's a little unique. This collagen is a liquid, it's hydrolyzed, it's micronized, type 1 marine collagen, the highest quality you can get for hair, skin, and nails, and tissue recovery and repair. How many of you guys need better tissue recovery and repair and you'd like your hair to grow back? Right? Okay, I love this product. It's so powerful. You do it 10 days out of the month and then you take a break. And the reason we do that, we don't flood the body with the collagen every single day in the month, is because when you pull back, it stimulates, there's an amino acid complex in there that stimulates the body to want to produce collagen on its own. And that's the best type of collagen you can have, is the one that your body wants to produce. And so this comes in and it goes doo doo, and it stimulates it, and then your body starts kicking it out more. And it even helps with leaky gut. Okay, Revive. How many of you guys have joints in your body? I'm moving like I'm moving. I'm sorry I'm talking so fast. You can watch the replay. If you have joints in your body and you have aches, pains, it's hard to bend down, it's hard to, stand up, it's hard to move your shoulders, it's hard to, recover now after working out. Again, as a personal trainer from the time I was 18, recovery looks a little different now that I'm in my 40s. All right, I go do leg day and I'm like, oh, I feel that, right? Okay, so I need Revive. I go and I take 2 Revive and it literally obliterates that. So I'm obsessed with it. I give it to menopausal women. I give it to people who struggle with migraines. It is nature's NSAID. It's made with liposomal turmeric, curcumin, piperine, menthol adjuvants, and it has its own study on it. The reason that was in a superoxide study is superoxide is an overproduction of bad inflammation in the body, which every single one of you has on some level. You can't avoid it. You can mitigate it and you can manage it. You will probably never get rid of it. Why? Because we have toxins in our food and our water. We have microplastics and all sorts of junk, and it's going to happen. So I love this product because it comes in and it helps alleviate and reduce a lot of that inflammation. All right, let's talk about immune systems. Everybody has one. All right, some of you guys, I just, went into the chiropractor today and he's like, well, my assistant's out. She's got the flu. I'm like, oh, shoot, she should have had immune. He's like, you're right, she should have. I'm like, immune is perfect for if you think you're coming down with something, and also to prevent your body from getting too out of balance. So the immune system is directly related to the stress response in your body. Okay, so if you have an overactive immune system, chances are you've been told you have autoimmune. If you have underactive, you've probably got something chronic going on, or you're going through some type of treatment. How can we bring that back into balance? This product works on both the innate and adaptive immune response. What does that mean? It's helping protect you if you do come against somebody who's sick, and it's also helping protect your body to mitigate and manage the stress and the stress response and how the immune system functions. So I've seen this, people do one a day, and all of a sudden it's even helping with seasonal allergies. It's a beautiful product. All right, let's talk about gentle detox, and I'm going to be quiet on the products for a second. Wait, no, I'm not. There's going to be 2 more. Okay, but Purify is one of my favorite products. I just said to my friend who's he's traveling right now for work, and he's like, gosh, it's so hard. Every time I go out with my colleagues, I have to have a glass of wine, and I got to do dinner, and then I go back to my hotel room and I just feel like a stuffed sausage. I'm like, where's your Purify? He's like, oh my gosh, I forgot it. Okay, Purify comes in and it helps your body detox. It binds to heavy metals and artificial sugars and helps with sluggish colon. Okay, and it comes in and it helps get rid of all that. It's got things like liposomal burdock root and milk thistle and humic shell and you guys chlorophyll, and it's just a beautiful product. So trust me, if you struggle with anxiety, you heard me. Anxiety, acid reflux, GERD, can't sleep at night, you want to take 2 Purify before you go to bed at night. If you just want to help move your system, it's not a laxative, it's a gentle detox. And when you do one every single morning upon waking, and then you go into the other products and the other line of products, you're going to have a much more smoother day. And it's going to be a beautiful experience because you're going to absorb the other nutrition better. All right, next. How many of you guys have skin? All right, if you have skin, I highly recommend this skincare system. It is absolutely one of my favorites. I love it because it's a cream cleanser. So really good, ladies, for removing makeup and not clogging pores. It has a toner in there. It's got an anti-aging super serum that's good for everybody. Men, you have skin too. You should be putting that on your crow's feet, around your eyes. You should be rubbing it all over. You should put it on your head if you're bald. Okay. And if you have a moisturizer, you're going to love this one because this one is made with really high quality peptides, hexapeptide 8 and tetrapeptide 7, something like that, comes from Japan. And and it would be the equivalent of like, it's got something called, it's called creme caviar because it has a natural, like a vegan caviar in there that works like that. It's just a beautiful product. So, but it's so powerful, and I'm going to go through this. The reason it's called a neurocosmetic, and you can watch a video by Dr. Dan on it, is because neuro meaning brain, cosmetic meaning skin. Okay, don't eat it, put it on your skin. But what happens is it comes in and it goes 3 layers deep transdermally into your skin without needing any microneedling, and it increases neurite length. What? Okay, it increases neurite length, which means it actually kicks out dopamine and things to help you feel more happy and satisfied. It's really an awesome, awesome system. I gave it to a girlfriend of mine that runs a 20-booth salon. I thought she'd be a perfect guinea pig for it. She was. She was on it for 10 days. She called me back. She's like, people are like, your skin is glowing. You look like $1,000,000. But more importantly, because she was a single mom with 3 kids under the age of 12 running a business, she's like, every time I put that skin stuff on at night, I'm sleeping better. And I noticed that I wake up in the morning happier. I'm not yelling at my kids as much. Go figure. Okay, that's from a skincare line. Right now we have Kinetic Energy, which I may have had before this call. If you feel like I'm a little fired up, that's why. All right, so I love this product. It's 200 milligrams of clean caffeine from green tea. It also has a hydration aspect to it, and it also has a mood enhancer with different types of adaptogens. I'm obsessed because there's 3 products, 3 drinks people are consistently buying: energy drinks, hydration drinks, and mood enhancers, and this is all 3 in 1. Why waste your money on other stuff that's just hyping you up and overstressing your adrenal glands? This is so safe. A 10-year-old could start on it as a pre-workout. And it tastes like cherries, which I wasn't a big fan of at first, but now I crave this product. I absolutely crave it. I just got back from Kansas City. I was with a girlfriend of mine. She has a brain tumor. Yeah, you heard me right. She has a brain tumor, and then she said, Adrienne, I crave the Kinetic because it helps me focus. I'm like, yes, it does. All right, so who is this for? Besides you, I say it's for anybody who breathes, eats, breathes, and drinks water. Okay, you want to feel vibrant, confident, and strong as you age. 3 is for you. How about this? You've noticed that the cost of living is rising, but your income is staying the same. That's where I was at. This was in 2008, 2010 when I started. How many of you guys know exactly what you would do if you had additional residual income? Maybe you go on vacation. Maybe you would, pay for one of your cars, pay for your mortgage. Maybe you'd be able to retire a spouse. There are so many people. We're 2 people in the home are working right now. I gotta share this story. Sorry, I know I'm taking a lot of time. It's 7:30, but I gotta share this story. I was on a call with my accountant. I was driving home from Fort Worth on a call with my accountant. She's trying to help me save money on taxes. Yeah, please. Okay. But here's the thing. She said to me, I'm so proud of you. I said, what do you mean? She's like, well, you send me referrals of people who are earning money because they need me. I'm like, yeah, I do. She's like, but all your people, they're earning, this is additional income for them. She's like, that excites me because 90% of my clients, and you guys, she has a big book of business right now. 90% of her clients do not have enough money to retire with. And it's not that they're not well off. They just don't have enough money with inflation. It's scary. What would you do if you knew that you had an additional residual income? Residual income is the kind of money that pays you over and over and over again. It's like royalties. All right. That's what we build here. So who's joining us? You. I mean, literally, you might hit one of these markers. We created this slide because we've got business owners, farmer reps, entrepreneurs, medical professionals, coaches, athletes, healthcare professionals, retirees, engineers. We have one of the fastest growing teams in the entire company right now, and especially in the North American market, because you are not alone in your vision of wanting to retire early. Other people want that too. You're not alone in wanting to live in a body that's at ease, okay? And so people are literally dying to be thin right now. They're going to Mexico and getting their stomachs cut out and hoping that they don't take other organs. Sorry, that was kind of funny. It's not funny. It's not funny, all right? I've literally talked to a few people that told me that, and they're like, can I do the GLP-3 still? I'm like, yes, you can. All right, let's get through those plateaus. All right, let's talk for a second here. Why now? You're part of something, and the timing has never been better, right? The wellness industry is exploding. It's going to be over $9 trillion by 2028. What year is it? It's 2026. Ride this wave of wealth. We have the technology. Science is advancing. We want to be able to help other people win, right? People are rethinking work, right? There's kids dancing on TikTok videos, retiring, and then you've got the 50-year-old guy who's like, I hope I don't lose my job. Are you with me? I hate to be real and raw, but it's the truth. I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to lots of people like you every single day right now, and it's breaking my heart. And at the same time, I'm so incredibly grateful to be able to have a solution for you, for those that say yes. All right. Let's talk about ways to earn income. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about this because the person that invited you on here, all you need to do is tell them your goal. I want to get my products paid for. I want to earn an extra $500 a month. I want to earn an extra $1,000 a month or $1,000 a week. You tell them what you want. We will help you get it. We do training every single morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We got you. You got this. Okay. All right. We're going to talk retail commissions for a second. When you come on board and you become a member, you open your account for $30. When you open that $30 account, we'll give you links and QR codes that can be shared with others should you get excited about sharing. When you do share, let's say somebody orders retail products off of your site, you're going to earn 25% commissions and you're going to get paid the next day. Would that be all right if we paid you the next day? Probably. Okay. What about introductory bonuses? These are additional bonuses for every first order when somebody comes on. You can earn anywhere between $50 all the way up to $295 per person. And it's a pretty exciting thing. Then we have growth, and this is not for everybody, okay? It is for those that get excited, but if you don't want to build a team, don't. Just be a really great customer user. Maybe, sell a few products retail if you want to get your products paid for. For those of you who want to earn a lot of money, you want to build a team of people. What does that mean? Okay, this is my bread and butter. This is what I'm an expert at. This is what I do. I come in and I build out large teams of people all over the globe, global distribution centers. Every single person I talk to that says yes to me for the business, to me, is opening a new franchise. So what I do is I come in and I teach them how to build out a base of customers and brand ambassadors that they get that residual income on. We earn a 5% flat unlimited commission regardless of depth on both left and right teams. I'll explain that in a moment. But basically, it's a flat commission and all you have to do is run. Okay. Now, we also have leadership matching bonuses. When I figured this out, I could not sleep at night. How would you like it if you recruited one person and that person started earning up to $17,500 a week? They max out the comp plan and you're earning 30% of that because you brought them on board. A finder fee, so to speak, and helping them win. Well, they're going to have to bring on people, right, to get that. So if I enroll Nicole and I help Nicole max out the plan, she's got a team underneath her. Well, 7 generations down, I'm earning 30% off of Nicole. Who Nicole brings in, I'm earning 15%. Who they bring in, I'm earning 10%. And who they bring in all the way down 7 generations, I'm earning an additional 5%. If I had this check match in my former company where I earned a little over $8 million in, I would have earned another 8. I'm not kidding when I say that, okay? It is huge, huge. Could not sleep at night when I first understood it. Just trust me. Okay, we have performance bonuses when you rank up, and we also have global bonus pools. How would you like to get shares in 3? Does anyone have shares in the current company that they're working for? Not everybody, right? And this is cool. When you hit a certain position, they give you shares of the company where you earn an additional 5% of the entire global sales of the company. I already told you we did a little over 200 million in revenue. Would that be a benefit to you? Yes, that pays out weekly. So I get excited with a comp plan like this because people know people who know people. And if all you ever did was recruit 2 people and open up that comp plan, all you have to do is recruit 2, okay? One on your left team, one on your right team, and build through them. All right, what's going to happen is if you just traded up to more perfect food and you had 3 products in your pantry instead of Costco products in your pantry and you shared them with 2 people, it's game over. You don't need a huge team to earn. What you need is momentum. And I would love to meet with you one-on-one and show you what that means and how to get it. Okay. But 2 people it opens up the entire comp plan for you to earn up to that $17,500 per week. It looks a little bit like this, and I'm just going to share this to you for the sake of leverage. All right. People get on something called SmartShip. This is our loyalty rewards program. SmartShip is like Amazon Subscribe and Save. They save an additional 10% on the products for having them shipped out to them every 4 weeks. I don't care if it's 1 box of vitamins, 1 box of Eternal, a whole skincare system, whatever it is that you want to trade up to. Okay, a better product through 3 with better cellular absorption technology. You order that consistently. Every 6 months that you're on SmartShip, the company sends you $100 for free products. So in a year, you would get $200 back to you for free products. Is Whole Foods going to give that to you? Is Amazon going to give that to you? No, probably not. Trader Joe's going to give that to you. No, probably not. Costco going to give that to, no, you got to put that back into your membership, right? Okay, so what's going to happen is, and I know that because my membership was up today at Costco. All right, so here we go. 12 months time. If you said, Adrienne, I really want to rock this, I would say give me a year, just like you would if you were starting anything new. Okay, so let's say we have to recruit how many? 2. Two opens up the comp plan for that residual income. So you bring on two people. You probably know two people. You've probably already thought of two people while I've been chatting with you that might want better health in their life, that may want to try the three products, that might want to lose weight with the GLP-3, that may want to earn additional income. So those two bring two in the second month, that's 4. Those two bring two in the third month, that's 8. Those two bring two in the fifth month, or fourth month, that's 16. Are you with me? It duplicates down. It's the concept of I'd rather have an hour of 100 people's time than 100 hours of one person's time. Are you with me? It compounds. So we have 8,190 brand ambassadors. We get paid through something called cycles. It's $35 per cycle. Okay, that's that 5% limited commission. Well, if you were to do it in this example, if everything was perfect and everybody brought two that you talked to, you'd be making over $30,000 per month in your 12th month. Some people might be able to live with that. But here's the reality. Not everyone's going to bring their two. What if only half of that happens? Are you okay with an extra 15,000? What if only a quarter of that happens? Are you okay with an extra 7,000? You guys, when I was that broke, tired single mom, that's all I wanted. That's all I needed. I needed an extra 6,000 per month and I was able to quit my job. One of them. I continued personal training for a bit because it brought me leads. Are you with me? See a need, fill a need, right? Pick your number. 10% of the time, would you be okay with an extra 3,000 per month? And the reason that I'm sharing this with you isn't to just, obviously it's dependent upon your own skills and how much time you're going to put in, right? But you can do it. And I'm going to show you how, but not in this presentation when you jump on a team Zoom. But what I want you to know is you can do it. This is the only place where I have found that you could literally fail 90% of the time and still make an extra 3,000 per month. Okay. Still make an extra 3,000 per month. That's exciting. Let's talk about how you can get started. I'm first going to talk about the 3 bottles for $200, little bottle, big results. This, you guys, there were 78 people that just came on yesterday morning with the $1,000 pack. How many people do you think came on with the 200? Lots of people came on just in our team because it's affordable. It's affordable. People are going in to get on their GLP medicines. They have to pay their doctor $200+ to go see their doctor. Then they got to pay for the medicine. Then they got to shoot themselves up with it. This is non-invasive, non-threatening, works like a GLP-3 and is less than if you had to go get a prescription and be on the drug. Okay, this is not a drug. It is an all-natural solution for $200 per month. This is a 1-month supply. One bottle lasts 12 to 14 days. Okay, depending on how you do it. Let's talk here for a second. What's another entry level you could come in? You could start with our intro pack of, if you don't want to do the GLP, you're like, it's not for me, okay? You could come in with our antioxidant and our multivitamin and our detoxification. This is one of my favorite packs, this 3 intro pack for $235. It is a beautiful, beautiful system right there with those 3 products. But if you want the Revive because you've got joints and inflammatory issues, if you want the immune, if you want the collagen, you want it all, then you can go up to the Simple 6 for $399. If you want the Simple 6 booster because you and a significant other want to start the entire system, which I highly recommend, then you're going to go to the Simple 6. It's $699 per pack. Then we have the Elite, which is $999. That's a 3-month supply of products. And then we have the Simple 6 6-month supply of $1,799. You guys, what's your budget? If you knew that you were going to have better health in your life, if you knew that you were going to feel better in your own skin, if you knew that you were going to wake up with more energy, feeling refreshed, what would you invest? Okay. And I say that lovingly because some of you guys just need to take a portion of your grocery budget. Some of you guys, especially if you do the GLP, you're probably not going to be buying as many groceries. Hello, solve your inflation problem right there. I'm just kidding. But okay. So, think about it, right? So reroute a portion of your budget, put it towards any pack. Any product pack will do. And the reason I don't like hard sell you on this is because I just want you to put something in your mouth and feel better. I want you to order something that comes to you that makes you say, gosh, I feel good on a daily basis, because 90% of the people that I talk to don't feel that way. They don't. Okay. And so that's what I love about a system like this is it's going to help you. Now we do have the GLP in different packs as well. So I'm going to lay this out for you real simply. The essential pack is the one I already went through. It's $200 and it's a 1-month supply if you want to lose more than 10 pounds. Okay. More than 10 pounds, you got to start with at least a minimum of the essential pack. Over 10 pounds, you're going to probably want to go to the Advantage pack because that's a nine bottles in there. That's a 3-month supply for $599. That is still cheaper than going to see your doctor. Okay. All right. If you want more than that, if you're like, you know what, Adrienne, I'm going to give this 5 months. I'm going to give it half a year, whatever. You're going to come in with the 15 bottle pack because that's a 5-month supply and it's $999. It's a little shy of $1,000. and you're going to have a phenomenal experience. Now, in the Advantage and the Complete, Dr. Dan has given you 2 free of the detoxification, the Purify, and 4 free in the Complete pack. Why would he do that? Because he wants you to continue to detox and drink lots of water so you can lose weight faster, reduce inflammation faster, hold on to lean muscle mass faster. That's why he's doing it. So we're giving you those products for free in there. So ask the person that invited you on to send you that graphic, or you can take a picture of it. But here we go. We're almost done. And I know I talked a lot tonight. Okay. All right. But if something sparked in you today, that's not an accident. Maybe it was that you're looking for better health results for you or somebody you know. Maybe it's the financial flexibility of being able to build something in the pockets of your life. Maybe it's the idea that you could actually do this too. Okay? Whatever it is, your next step, you want to reach out to the person, text them right now, say, I'm curious, and ask questions. Okay? There is no stupid question. Send the person that invited you on, ask them questions, ask them for links, ask them to send you a Dr. Dan video so if you need more information, okay? If you feel like you have enough information to get started tonight, text them your credit card. Say, hey, yo, I want to get started. This is what I want to start with. Let's do it. No pressure, just possibilities. We just want everyone to get in where they fit in. And the way it looks is you start with $30, okay? You place your initial order, you set up your smart chip, and you enroll too, okay? And then imagine how we can change lives for the better in 2026. Imagine what's going to happen in 2 years from now when people are happier, healthier, making more money, and they're skinnier. They're living a beautiful life because of Three. That is what I see happening with Three. I envision a lot of people. I envision us building it so big that we are going to be going into Europe and in South America. That's my vision. And I've got to start by doing 200 million in the North American market. Are you with me? Okay, because my goal is to make Three a household name. Now I'm going to stop the recording because I made you guys a promise tonight, and the promise was that for those that wanted to stay on, and some of you guys are like, I'm done, Adrian, I don't want to hear anymore, I'm good, I'm going to text the person what I want to do, and that's fine too. I'm going to stop the recording. Okay, all right, stop the recording. And I'm here to help answer any questions that you guys might have. So for those of you guys who are on for the first time, happy to assist. For those of you guys who have questions about the GLP, I'm going to do my best. We do have links for all of this, but I did promise you that I would stay on for a few minutes. So I've got about 5 minutes, 5 minutes. And if there's anybody who would like to ask a question, feel free to unmute yourself and ask away. Okay, so if you're brand new on here and you have some questions, happy to help. Just simply unmute yourself and we'll get started. Okay. All right. Nobody, don't jump all at once. You can also raise your virtual hand and I can help unmute you if you need that too.
I just wanted to give a really quick testimonial. I used to use one of the tirzepatides, and I had all the bad reactions. I would brush my hair, which I went years to try and get it long, and I would get brushes full of hair. I was constipated all the time. And I've been taking all the products since before Salt Lake, went to my doctor today. Everything is absolutely perfect. I'm off most of my medications. I'm off my thyroid medication. I'm off my diabetes medication. I'm off all blood pressure meds, all that. So it's amazing.
No. Okay, so thank you, Charlotte. That's an incredible testimonial. I want to also preface that by saying that our products were not intended to cure, prevent, or treat any type of disease, but I do believe when the body gets what it needs, it does what it's supposed to do. But Charlotte, that's a miracle. So thank you for sharing that. I know a lot of people on this call that probably would love to have that same story. So thank you for being honest and transparent and sharing your personal experience. All right, does anyone else have something they'd like to share and or a question they might have?
I have a question.
Yep, go ahead, Erica.
The and I think my recruiter have looked this up, but I noticed you said in the Simple Six there was a collagen for skin vitamin. That collagen, does that have any shrimp shells or
Nope.
any?
There's zero shellfish in it. Great
Okay,
question, Erica.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I get asked that all the time. There is no shellfish in it. It's a beautiful product. It also has biotin, keratin, hyaluronic acid. It could not be more perfect. And you will have very good looking skin in 10 days. So definitely take a before and after photo. my one friend that does have the 20 booth salon, she had created something called recommended carts, which everybody has access to as a member. And you can build out packs of products with hyperlinks and turn them into marketing pieces. So she just created hyperlinks to like specific order baskets that include the skincare and the collagen, and as well as the Eternal. And then she is offering right now the GLP because it's going like hotcakes. I mean, everybody who sits in her chair is like, help. They're talking about something they're on, or how sick they are on the traditional GLP. And so this is an alternative for that, for sure. So anyone has access to be able to do that, but there is no shellfish in it. It's very safe. People really love it. Tastes like
Thank you.
pomegranate too. It's lovely. It's delicious.
Well, I'm excited. I did join tonight already, so
Woo! Welcome to the team, Erica.
thank you.
Happy to have you.
Kathy.
Love it. All right. Does anyone else have a question? That was a great question. Don't be shy. We'll take one more.
Yes, I just have a question. Will there be like trainings or more things like this in the future? Because I actually just had a best friend that I was talking to prior to this, call me and was asking ways to get extra money. And then Erica actually sent this link to me out of nowhere. And I was like, okay, well, let me hop on here and see what this about. So now that I don't seen this, I'm like, well, I need to tell her about this because this is right up my alley. And I was also just ordering some stuff to lose weight, which was like a patch. And now this is on here. So now I'm like, okay, wait a minute now. I can lose weight and make extra cash. So yeah.
Asia, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're here. I do not believe in accidents. I always believe everybody is exactly where they need to be. And so I'm happy that you're here. Yes, you can do both. We do have trainings every single morning. And more than that, I have an entire website. And in that website, it's what we call our elite mentorship program. And if you follow those systems for success and work with the person that invited you into Three or invited you on here tonight, chances are you're going to do really well. Okay. And you just got to stay plugged in and stay focused and let them assist you and help you and get plugged into those calls. But that system on there, I have something called the 5-point recruiting system or the perfect start. It's the same system I used 2 companies ago to help develop over 47 self-made millionaires. It works. It still works today. I sometimes wish people would read, okay? Because if they just read it and did it, I'm like, let me focus you, give them some kinetic. But you guys, it's a great system. So definitely recommend you plug in. We have all that on our Legacy Makers training site. So all of that will be available to you once you have your account open. All right. Does anyone else have a question? We'll take one more.
I can't get in.
Oh, let me mute her. Okay. Does anyone else have a question?
Where's this developed at?
Excuse me? Oh, sorry, I can barely. Where is it developed? Manufactured or developed?
Well, both the A and B question.
Yeah, good. Okay, I just thought I'll give you both anyways. Okay, so it's developed in a lab in Utah with Dr. Dan and his team. And then we have a manufacturing plant there. Three has a manufacturing plant there. It's developed in the US, in Utah. Yeah. Okay. Who else has a question?
I have a question, but I can't. I'm on my iPhone.
That's okay. I can hear you just fine.
Oh, you can hear me.
Of course.
How do we get the links? I'm a brand ambassador.
You are enrolled?
Of Purify. Yes.
Okay. So you want to be able to learn, you want to share your own personal links?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
so you need to log into you need to log into your back office, and right underneath your business snapshot, there's an area where all of your links are available to you to be able to share. And also you should download the Three app, because any tool you send there, it's your same username and login. And if you were to send a video, like for example, on the kinetic energy, when somebody clicks on that, it's going to go to your shop link to your site so that you can earn income.
Okay.
So download the Three International app. Yeah, and I'm gonna put the training site in here. I don't normally do this, but because we have lots of brand ambassadors on as well as guests tonight, I put that in the chat. So if you go there and you hit the home page, it's gonna guide you through finding a lot of that. Okay. There's also a welcome letter. Now, our team standard, and this is why we're one of the fastest growing teams in the company, our team standard is every time we enroll somebody, they get a welcome letter right away, either emailed or texted or both, so that you are plugged in and know where to find everything. Okay, so all right, you guys. Well, that is the extent of our question of our Q&A tonight. I want to thank you guys so much for being on. I highly, highly encourage you to get back to the person that invited you on here tonight, especially if it's your first time seeing this and you still have questions. We didn't get to them tonight. Please ask them. They can send you links from their app. They can help you get started. They can help you open your account. Right now, till January 25th, it is $1 instead of $30 to enroll. It's $1 for anyone who orders an intro pack of any kind, whether it's the supplements or the GLP-3. Okay, so you can enroll for only $1. All right, my friends, you guys, thank you so much for being on. I can't wait to see all of you on a team Zoom soon.